Today we have a fire risk from Colorado to the Texas Panhandle, but tomorrow we're going to have a massive cold front and almost every severe weather threat possible. Good morning, I'm Meteorologist Putes, December 27, 2025. So starting with this fire risk, because it's very similar to what happened yesterday, where we have an up-level high pressure that's been sitting here that's both causing clear skies and bringing in more heat. So just like what we've seen every day from this week, though, today is probably going to be the last day for this. We're seeing that warm air and we're seeing the air being more drier because of that. And so we're going to have relative humidities around 20%, but also surface wind speeds from 15 to 20 miles per hour, which is susceptible for fire. So for those that are experiencing abnormally warm temperatures from the eastern Rockies to the Midwest, enjoy it for now, because we're going to have a really massive cold front that's going to be coming from Canada and starting from Montana, and it's going to pursue southeastward. And this cold front is going to be bringing two concerning things. First off, it's going to be bringing really cold Arctic air, where we're going to see single-digit temperatures, mostly for the northern states, from Montana all the way north to places like Wisconsin and Michigan. And so for today and tonight, places like Montana and Dakotas are going to experience this Arctic air first. And so by Sunday and Monday, we're going to have freezing temperatures reach down all the way to places like Oklahoma and Texas, and maybe even the Florida Panhandle. But also something else to know, with this cold front passing through, we're going to have a really strong gust front and then a lot of wind behind it. So as this cold front passes through, those that are experiencing the cold are going to experience high winds from 25 to 35 miles per hour sustained, and wind gusts up to 50 miles per hour. So especially those in the more northern states, you guys are going to experience wind chills from like -20 to -30. Those in the Midwest, definitely get ready to experience wind chill temperatures around -10 for Sunday night into Monday. So going back to the remnants of that low pressure system that we saw in California, it's going to redevelop somewhere around the eastern Colorado area, and it's going to accompany that cold front, and it's going to travel northeastward into the Midwest, and along that it's going to be bringing in a massive snowstorm. Places like Montana and Dakotas, you guys are actually going to experience some snow showers today, maybe like 1 to 3 inches of snowfall by today and tonight. And by overnight and tomorrow morning, places may see sprinkles of snow going down to places like Kansas. But for Minnesota and Wisconsin, northern Michigan, you guys are going to see the most impact of this snow. And so by tomorrow and Monday, it is predicted to see about 5 to 8 inches of snow accumulation. And if you live near Lake Superior, we're going to see maybe up to 14 inches or greater. So why is this all happening? Very similar thing to what we saw in the Northeast yesterday, where we have this upper level ridge that's navigating that atmospheric river event that we saw on the West Coast, and it's now traveling to the Midwest. But in addition to that, we're going to have an additional low pressure system that's coming down from Canada, and that's going to combine with that remnant of the low pressure that we saw in California. And so essentially everything is going to be coming together. So we're going to have a lot of vorticity or spin, and we're going to have a lot of wind speed aloft and shear, which is going to help tilt those updrafts. With this surface low pressure developing and strengthening, we're going to have a lot of southerly flow, bringing in that warm moist air into the Midwest. And with the remnants of the moisture from the atmospheric river, we're going to have enough fuel anyway. And with the wind and snow, some places could see some blizzard conditions. But south of the winter storm, we're actually going to have a severe weather risk, where there's going to be isolated tornadoes and possibly isolated wind gusts up to 60 miles per hour. And so we're also going to see a lot of rain, so we're going to have a marginal risk for flash flooding going all the way from Chicagoland to New York.